session for Becoming a Purpose. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being flexible with me when I rescheduled. I needed to do it. Thank you so much. But I also needed some more time to calculate our points because there's quite a few and there was a lot of participation. And so thank you for tuning in tonight instead. We have a good little session here for you tonight. I want to share a strategy with you
Welcome.
that I came up with. And this will be super helpful with your time management. And also, it'll be helpful with how you go about applying our everyday holistic process into your life. Okay. So, first things first, let's go ahead and we're going to announce our winners tonight. So, you guys you might have seen it in the Facebook post, but I'll say it again. We have one winner will get the book bundle and that person in particular was the person who invited the most people into the group, and those people accepted the invite, so they became actual members of the group. Another winner is we had our participation point winners, and that was participation points from being live, booking a call, engaging with posts, other members' posts, creating a post in the Facebook group, and saying the word watched under the replay videos. So if you were live, you got like 2 points. You got a lot more credit, but yeah. So we had so much participation. And again, thank you for that. So it was very hard. We took a long time to calculate all of these things. All right. So our member inviting into the group, our winner for that, who brought the most people in to the group, was Renee White Allen. Congratulations, you win a book bundle of a few published books, a few brand new published books will be shipped to you from one of my favorite publishers, for holistic gardening and living. They have a lot of great book selections. Chelsea Green Books. Yes, very nice. And she brought in 22 people into the Facebook group. Yes, amazing. I mean, it's one thing to like invite a bunch of people and then to have 22 of them actually say yes. That's really great, amazing. But we wanted to make sure that we noticed the people who all contributed. So every single person who invited a person into the group and a person accepted their invite, you are also going to get an ebook, a calendula, a very thorough, I might add, plant profile ebook from us, from our company, Laura's Botanicals. So DM me on Facebook to redeem. And those people are Miley Lindell, shout out. You brought in 9 members. Kim Scarlett, Jessica Snowden, Sherry Johnson, Elizabeth Pash, Erica Rojas, Shardra Roebuck Turner, Patty Mallory. Thank you so much for your referral. It means a lot that you shared this event and brought people in who you thought were going to be like-minded or enjoy the education with you, because we all feel better together, right? All right, on to live participation, engagement. Oh boy. Well, first of all, we had a lot of calls on the calendar for this week, and I also counted all the calls for next week and this week as well. So, and you know, everything that we're offering, you guys can still book calls throughout this week and next week within this cycle. We had a lot of engagement points for I'm counting the people here. We had, I think, 50 people, 50 or 55 names here, with multiple points. So we're just really thrilled. But we have to, you know, go with the point totals. And so our second place, so the 2 people who will be getting the digital course from our digital course area, and there's a few different courses to choose from. Those people are Renee Cudney and Jeanette Flores. So congratulations, Renee and Jeanette. If you're watching this replay, send me a DM. If you guys know them, send them a DM, and I'll make sure to we directly message you all as well. But get the ball rolling. You can send us a DM and we can redeem those things as soon as you know. And that means we have our grand prize winner. And this person is getting a VIP coaching session and 30 days access to Everyday Herbalism Fast Track. Big deal. On the contingency that they are showing up and they can do a case study at the end. We'd love that. We'd love to have your VIP input here for this process. Even more people doing this program with us. That person, participation points, a total amount of 15 participation points. They came to every single live. That is Brittany Chitwood. Congratulations, Brittany. You are the winner of that. Yay. So we had a lot of people come to like 1 or 2 lives. We had some people who came every single live. Thank you. It was close. It was just like 1 or 2 points that determined those things. So it might have been a post or engaging, booking a call, So we really appreciate you taking that extra time out the last 2 weeks to get the most out of your process here and your experience with us. So now we'll move on to my final kind of piece of information and value to share with you all. And that is, we are doing this reflection session. So you have this process in place, right? The everyday holistic process. And you're streamlining your efforts. You're no longer focusing on everything. You're focusing on a singular area of effort of applied effort in your health. Right? And we want you to do that because that will mean you're going to be more potent and more powerful in your output, in what you actually accomplish in your health. It's not just going and doing things randomly. It's taking that time to focus in and really take some action on the things that you want to change. But we also then want to make sure that we are able to assess what we've done. So goal setting is really powerful stuff. But what makes change actually happen in personal health is the implementation of the required actions to hit those goals, which we now know, right? And when the actions are small, consistent, and steady, you are more likely to hit the goals. Does that make sense? Like if you are trying to do a really too big of a thing that it feels very impossible, it's going to be a lot harder. And when that goal setting feels emotionally charged, meaningful, and vision-based, you are more likely to stay on track. This is because it's coming from an internal reason, not an external one. You can't measure your effectiveness until you take the time to reflect on the actions that you take. So what I recommend you do as your holistic lifestyle and herbalism mentor is to first pull out the calendar and book a 45-minute to 60-minute period of time at the beginning of the calendar month to do that session and to book out recurring appointments on your calendar just for this style of session. So what I'm asking you to do is to find time on the calendar where you are devoting yourself just to this, just to the act of reflecting and assessing your effectiveness on the action you've taken on your health. Make sense? You might already do this for a few minutes, but I'm actually going to give you a whole list of things today to help you be able to make the most of your time. If it's not on the calendar, it's not going to happen, right? It's not going to be prioritized. This is why we talked about the calendar so much this week in regards to your gardening activities, regards to your lifestyle workspace. I said 15 to 20 minutes a day. The best time of your day is devoted to your workspace for now. And at least an hour a week for everything else, your herbal formulation, your research, your gardening research and strategy. Right? So if you don't know where that time is, look at your calendar, pull it out, do it now while we're on the call together. Why not? A little accountability. Pull out that calendar. When is it best for you to devote 45 minutes to an hour a month just to do a monthly health reflection session, right? And we do this every month. Why? Because every 30 days, it's good to check in, especially when you're starting something new. Now, maybe down the road, you can do it every 3 to 6 months because you're in it, the habit. It's no longer something you have to really try to be doing because you're doing it all the time. But when you're first starting, you have to check in yourself more often. You might want to do this every 2 weeks if you're the kind of person who really resists change. But monthly is a good way to get started for most people. And I have optimized the things to look for and to do to ensure that you are removing toxins, replacing old products, and ensuring best health practices, especially with herbs and supplements, because there is such a thing as a bad supplement. There is such a thing as a bad supplement. There is such a thing as a bad herbal tincture or herbal product. So you have to understand what to look for. This is dedicated self-care time, and it could literally save your life, right? A bad product on your shelf is not going to do you any good. All right. So I will share my checklist with you guys in the chat for those who are here live tonight, which is awesome. You're going to get that right now for you to look at and to get access to, print out this evening and tomorrow. There you go. It's in the chat. Great. And here are some of the things that I say. Throw out expired supplements and any herb that looks aged or lacking color. And of course, any with visible mold. Check the integrity of your herb storage packaging. So air that's built up in the bags, tincture, dosage bottles that are stuck or can't move or feel grimy. Move your in-season tinctures and teas to the front of your cabinets for easy visibility. Again, if something is in your visibility, you're going to see it more often and you're going to prioritize it. Make a batch of your go-to tincture and tea for easy daily use. You never want to be in that spot where you don't have it made because you didn't have the time. Now you do, right? A 60-minute period a month. Refocus your energy around what you need this season and journal on this, right? Maybe your theme needs to change after 30 days. Maybe it's not something that's really what you're wanting to focus on. Maybe things have changed, right? We talk about what we want to change, and then we don't talk about how we can reflect on these changes to retune, reassess, reflect. Because the change is inevitable. If you're taking action on your health, change is inevitable. It might not always go in the direction you think it's going to go, but it's going to change in a direction. So it's good to fine-tune this process. Look at your personal health notes. Determine what was best for your health. What was the best recipe? What was the best way to go about this theme? What stuck for you? What was easy? What was easy? What was hard? What was in the medium, right? What was the thing that felt the most comfortable for you? And what was the thing that felt the most uncomfortable for you? Reflect on your recent self-care sessions, your hydration, your sleep, the core fundamentals of health. Herbs are the icing on the cake. Going to get a massage, icing on the cake. Chiropractic adjustment, icing on the cake. What matters most is your abilities to have strong fundamentals in health, your lifestyle, your stress reduction, your happiness index, your sense of worth and joy and awe and wonder, your spiritual development, your social good and feeling like you belong in community. And yes, if these are sounding familiar, I have mentioned all of these principles throughout the week because these are all blue zone principles. These are all the things that make people live the longest and the healthiest lives. I just saw a post that came up. The man finally passed away at 112 years old, giving all his secrets. What were the things you ate? What were the things you did? Yes, they ate organic food. They grew themselves. Yes, they felt really good and they felt like they belonged because they are always around other people, sharing their joy with other people, an intergenerational community. So elders are talking to younger kids, kids are talking to elders, and that's how they live. So you can make this work. Ensure that time is planned for being completely detached from media and time for outdoor connection, nature. Nature is both a reflective tool, and it's also a way to make the brain fire up in ways that it does not fire up anywhere else. This has been scientifically proven. Parts of the brain that are always active in the urban environment turn off, and other parts of the brain turn on. And this has a huge effect on how the body can relax, how you can concentrate, and focus your attention. So much of us are thinking that there's things that are happening to us outside of ourselves, and that's why we're sick. There's truth in that, but there's also the truth that a lot of our own abilities to heal are innate. They're inside of us. By building resilience, you are capable of healing better, more effectively. Look into your history of doctor's appointments and make sure you're on track with all screenings. Yes, yes, we should. We should not avoid those things. It's very important that we get that type of analysis and input. It's information that you can then look at further. You can ask deeper questions by understanding what they mean. Plan out your herb, your health food purchase for the next month. What things did you try that you now want to lean more on? What things tasted good? What flavors emboldened your palate? What things made you feel different in ways that you did not think would happen? And that's the reflection session. Do it every month, and you're going to see this process be even more embedded into your life, because it's not just the process that you're then doing, it's the ability to reflect on the process itself and say, yes, this worked, yes, this did not, and add it to your writing, into your apothecary, into your space as living evidence of how you were an herbalist, taking care of yourself in a new way. And these are all notes that you can refer on in future themes that you do, or with future people that you help. Awesome. So I just wanted to share that. And that is our final session for it. I think it's a great place to land. It's a great, powerful place to end this whole session, this whole journey together. And just as a reminder, we are closing our doors for cohort 3. So now is the time to be acting. If you have enjoyed this and you are like, this is actually, I really like how the information is coming across. I like how I feel. I want to go deeper. I want to understand how to garden. So get the actual information to implement on gardening and growing the apothecary, making the herbal medicine that's specific to my theme, getting the formulation advice, getting the support that you need. Now is the time to do that, because this is direct mentorship with me over the next year. And I can't wait to work with you. I think we'll have so much fun. I know we'll have so much fun and have so many experiences to share with one another. And that's kind of the point. So we look forward to seeing you potentially there. Let us know how we can help you and how we can serve you. Thank you so much for participating, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.